Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. Well, will you look at that? Mr. Z missed one of our faves speaking about Ebony K. Williams. Oh, yeah, Mr. Z is going to be covering this. Y'all hold on. Damn, Mr. Z, how often are you going to cover this Ebony K. Williams? Every time one of these people talk. That's how many times, right? So, yes, one of our faves, right? Miss Harvard graduate herself, right? For Harriet, Miss Kim Foster. So I checked her channel. She didn't post the whole video, so it's probably behind a paywall on her Patreon. I'm gonna check again. I did a lightweight, shallow check, right, surface level. So I'm gonna check again to see if she has the whole video. But she posted this clip, and yeah, Miss Kim Foster, speaks about the Ebony K. Williams debacle, and of course she takes the elitist route, of course, right? And let me play this clip for you guys so you can hear it yourself, so you can see that Mr. Z is not making it up. So this is the clip that she herself posted on her channel, kind of mocking working class black men and their supporters. But, y'all be the judge. All right, here we go. Oh, wait, it did not play. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
I am having a hard time with the idea that this conversation and the backlash is primarily about people's disdain for classism, because I don't even think people really have an issue with classism. That's the thing. I don't think people generally have a problem with elitism, as long as they're not on the outside. You have a problem with a woman you think is too old, not pretty enough, too aggressive, saying, this is my boundary, this is my line, that's it. It is not about protecting working class black men. It is about punishing, quote unquote, uppity black women. And that's why I don't give all of a sudden everybody want to be a champion of the working class. All right, sure. I am.
Now, did y'all hear that? Now, first, let me say this to all the conservative brethren, right? Stop telling me this woman is liberal. Stop telling me this woman is progressive. Stop pushing her over here. What she just pulled was a Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson stunt. You know how they mock social justice advocates and call them social justice warriors and say how they really, what their issue is that they're jealous because they're losers? Yeah. Kim Foster, the woman y'all keep on saying is progressive and liberal, she just pulled that stunt on black men. Stop calling this woman liberal or progressive. No. Right? So she might sound like that when she's talking about black women, right? But when she talk about black men, when she speaks about black men, how does she sound? When she was speaking about reading the book of Boys and Men written by Dr. Richard Reeves, didn't she sound like pull yourself up by your bootstraps talk? Huh? That's number one. Number two, to the left, like FD signifier. Wait a minute, didn't you say you under the ideological tent with the Kim Fosters of the world? Uh-oh. The elitist a-hole, right? The classist elitist a-hole. You're under the ideological tent with this woman, right? FD signifier. Kim has been going down this road for a while, right? Y'all gotta keep on FD signifier. You're gonna keep on telling us, oh, y'all want us to talk bad about the black women so bad. The other women got this. Women got which women? I read your comment in your comment section for the brother that said when black men say patriarchy, bad thing. When black women say patriarchy, good thing. Right? I read your response to him. Or something along the lines the brother said in your comments over the Ebony K. Williams video. Right? Can we finally admit that the Kim Fosters of the world are the petite bourgeoisie of the black community? Can we finally admit that? Or are we going to keep on pretending like these people aren't black men's class enemy? And even black women's class enemy, but clearly black women will align with their class enemy as long as she's throwing black men under the bus. As long as she's insulting and denigrating black men, they'll align with her. Right? This is petite bourgeoisie behavior. Y'all don't really have an issue with classism and elitism. Your issue is that you're on the outs. Of course, a Harvard grad would say that. Of course, a black woman Harvard grad would say that. Look at her defending Ebony K. Williams. Of course, she would say that. And don't miss the part where she says, I don't give a F at the end. In other words, she said the same thing that Ebony K. Williams said. I won't give y'all a soft place to land. I don't care what y'all say. Yeah, I'm 10 toes down on this. I don't care what y'all say, because we need to bring black men down to size, right? We need to insult black men. We need to belittle black men. We need to chastise black men. My question to the FD signifiers of the world is, how loud do the Kim Fosters have to get? How loud do they have to get? Y'all are looking like white racist people that as long as the person doesn't use the N-word Tourette's, and even then we might give them a pass. As long as a white person doesn't have N-word Tourette's, right? They have to be Dylan Roof level blatant with their racism. FD, that's what you looking like right now. All of you brothers over there with Kim Foster, that's what y'all looking like right now. That Kim Foster and them have to be like neo-Nazi level blatant. Right? So let me play the clip again for you guys, so I can be on my way. Let's play this one more time for you guys. I might play it actually a couple more times, but let's play this one time.
I am having a hard time with the idea that this conversation in the backlash is primarily about people's disdain for classism, because I don't even think people really have an issue with classism. That's the thing. I don't think people generally have a problem with elitism, as long as they're not on the outside. You have a problem with a woman you think is too old, not pretty enough, too aggressive, saying, this is my boundary, this is my line, that's it. It is not about protecting working class black men. It is about punishing, quote unquote, uppity black women. And that's why I don't give all of a sudden everybody want to be a champion of the working class. All right, sure.
Yeah, y'all heard right. Y'all heard right. And did y'all catch the white scent? Right? When she started speaking about boundaries for elite a-holes like her, right? And she's pretty much saying, I'm a uppity elite a-hole, and y'all really don't care about working class black men. Y'all want to bring me down to size and put me with one of those disgusting working class, lower class, bum ass, loser ass black men. Let's be honest, y'all know what Kim Foster's saying. Y'all know what she's saying. Mr. Z, you putting words in her mouth. Let's be honest, y'all know what she's saying. We all know what Kim Foster is saying. We all know what animates that. We all know what energy is pushing her. We all know it. Right? We all know it. So the Kim Fosters of the world get to speak like this about black men, right? Because they're the petite bourgeoisie of the black community, and no one says anything. Like I said before, the conservative brothers are mum's the word, because she's sounding real conservative right now. And the liberal brothers are looking like, oh my God, we got to align with her. We got to defend her. She's a black woman. Oh my God. Yeah, she's saying all this classist, elitist, a-hole stuff, but we got to defend her because she's a black woman. Listen to the white scent that she puts on for the boundaries. When she gets to the part of the conversation about boundaries, listen to the white scent. Listen to the fake Valley Girl voice she puts on. Elitist, classist a-holes. Y'all want to know why we got all of that media coming out in the 80s and the 90s about how horrible black men are, about black men in DV, about black men leaving black women for white women, about black men secretly being gay. You want to know why we get all that music, all those movies, all those books, all those talk shows? Speak about how horrible black men are, horrible fathers, horrible husbands. The Kim Fosters of the world. The Kim Fosters of the world. This young lady is still incensed about the brothers that overlooked her when she was in high school. She's still mad about that. She's still waging a war about that. She won't miss an opportunity to mock black men because of who didn't bring her to prom, who didn't ask her to prom when she was 16, 17, 18 years old. When I said that to FD when he was on my channel, he paused for a moment. Yes, FD, 30-something-year-old Kim Fosters of the world are still mad about who didn't ask them out when they were 16 years old, right? Yeah, they still have an issue with it. So they never miss an opportunity to insult black men for some stuff that happened 20 some odd years ago, maybe. Right? For some stuff that happened 20 some odd years ago. Classist, elitist, a-holes, wannabe white women. And we could see it in Kim. How blatant does she have to be that her issue is that she's not a upper middle class, elite, or rich or wealthy white woman? How blatant does Kim Foster have to be? How blatant do other black women like Kim Foster have to be? What are y'all? Okay, where's the bar? That's my question to FD Signifier and the like. How blatant does she have to be? Where is the bar where you're like, okay, fine, okay, yeah, she went too far on that one. Yeah, we gotta reel her back. No, she's doing too much. Just admit y'all are cowards and y'all never gonna say nothing to the women like this. Because black women are morally superior to black men. Just admit y'all, and y'all believe that black women are morally superior to black men, and there's nothing they can ever say or do wrong to a black man or to black men in general. This lady looked at the entire black community, even other black women, and said, yeah, y'all issue is really not elitism and classism. Your issue is that y'all are trying to bring black women like me down to size. Women you don't think are deserving of this elite life because we don't look a certain way. It's not that I'm an elitist a-hole. It's not that I'm a classist a-hole. It's that you want to bring black women like me down to size because we draw our boundaries and we say, this is what I deserve, with her fake Valley Girl voice. And notice, once again, when she puts on the white scent, notice when she puts on the fake Valley Girl voice. Notice. Right? See, people like this were allowed to wage a gender war against straight black men without anyone saying anything for decades. They got to pretend like, no, wait, I'm just critiquing black men. I'm just telling the truth, the truth about the black community, right? The stuff that we're not supposed to say, I'm just saying it, right? They got to pretend like, no, they're just exposing some of the truths about the black community. Not that they're waging a gender war against straight black men that were once straight black boys and weren't interested in them. Right? Now that how blatant does it have to be? Kim Foster is trolling black men, and you Khadijas of the world, and you T Noirs of the world, and you Julesies of the world, and you nappy headed Hobos of the world, and you FD signifiers, and you Fab Socialism, and Josh, and Eddie, right? Consciously, y'all don't got nothing to say. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna handle the black men when it comes to patriarchy over here, and the black women got black women over there, and they'll talk to them about the ills of patriarchy. Meanwhile, Kim Foster is over here running amok, and y'all not saying nothing. What I'm supposed to believe, FD signifier is talking to her in private. Hey, sis, you going a little too far. That's what we're supposed to believe, right? Yeah, because FD signifier is calling Kim Foster and be like, all right, you might be doing too much. You trolling a little too hard. You doing too much. Yeah, that's it. That's what they want us to believe. She tells us, no, y'all don't got a real issue with classism and elitism. Y'all trying to just bring black women like me down the size, bring us down a peg. This is about punishing her exactly. This is about punishing black women, right? Black women like her, essentially. When are y'all gonna admit that these women real issue is that they're not elite white women? Their issue is that they're not elite white women. I called it from day one. Kim Foster's issue is that she's not elite, and Kim Foster might as well be a divester or a swirler. Okay, fine. She likes having sex with black men. That's the difference. That's a distinction without a difference. You might as well call her a swirler or a divester. Because black women like this are gonna get black women together, right? Black women like this are gonna steer black women off of a patriarchy, right? These are my boundaries. This is who we're supposed to believe is a liberal or progressive, right? Brother FD, when I say they want patriarchy and feminism at the same time, how many examples do you need? How many examples do you need? Right? She mocks the black because it wasn't just black men. It was a whole lot of black women that were like, yeah, nah, I can't get down with this over here, Ebony. Not all black women, but there was a whole lot. So she's mocking not just black men, but even black women who are like, yeah, Ebony, yeah, you sounded like an elitist a-hole white woman over here. Not even just the average white woman, an elitist a-hole white woman, right? How blatant does it have to be? So, you know, the clip is it. It was short. It was what 40 some odd seconds long, but it said everything you needed to hear, right? It said everything you needed to hear. I don't give a F. In other words, I'm not backing down. I'm not apologizing. I'm not going to retract my statement. I don't give a F. I'm standing on this right here. So understand something. These are the women that go to protest, although she says she's not protesting for black men's lives. Remember, Kim Foster is the one that says she's not protesting. She's not going to no protest for when black men are heinously murdered by the police. Okay, fine. Fine. Her right, her prerogative. But these are the women that protest against, or at least speak against, classism and elitism. Right? Except when it concerns black men. Except when it concerns black men. Right? Is this not the hive model? I'm a black woman. I was born in a better class than black men. And now that I have a Harvard degree, and now that I'm making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, I am a white woman for all intents and purposes. I am a rich, elite white woman. Don't put me in the class with those lowly black men, especially a blue-collar black man. A lowly bus driver. Eddie, do you get it yet? Because Eddie was trying to straddle the fence on that conversation with FD Signifier. In that conversation with FD Signifier, he was trying to straddle the fence. Eddie, call it what it is. You saw what we all saw. And this is what happens when you give black women the moral high ground over black men. You don't know how to respond when they speak like this. Because you couldn't have heard what you thought you heard. Oh, no. No. She meant it another way. No. Right? I ain't hear what I thought I heard. No, yeah, you did. She ain't mean it the way I think she meant it. No, yeah, she did. She mean it the way you think she mean it, and you heard what you thought you heard. Now what you gonna do about it? Oh wait, nothing. Right? Nothing. Huh. I don't give a F. That's why I don't give a F. Right? Your Harvard grad over here, y'all. This is your Harvard grad over here. Waging jihad against black men so hard. And shout out to your boyfriend. Brother, all right. Okay, all right, brother. All right. Okay. Hey, something about men. We always think we the exception to the rule. Right? We always think we're the exception to the rule. No, she did that to all them other dudes. She ain't gonna do that to me. Yeah, she talk about them other Negroes like that. That don't apply to me. All right. All right. Right? So Kim Foster gets to walk around the black community, be an elitist a-hole. We have contempt for elitist a-hole black men. Oh, we have contempt for them. But black women that are like that, not so much. Train tracks. Right? Not so much. And Kim Foster gets to be that. FD, you want to talk about playing in our faces? Kim Foster playing in y'all face, and all of you over there don't got nothing to say. That's on the left. On the right, conservative brothers acting like she don't belong to them. No, she belong to y'all. She's essentially calling the black community social justice warriors. She's essentially saying, "No, y'all don't really got an issue with this. Y'all just jealous. Y'all have a problem with when black women draw boundaries, right? Black women y'all deem is too ugly, right? Too old, right? Huh? So Kim Foster gets to walk around the black community, waging jihad against black men because of who didn't want her when she was in high school. Because the black jocks and the black nerds weren't checking for her in high school. You wonder why? You wonder why? She over here lamenting that she had to go to prom with a white dude. You wonder why? What's different between 16, 17, 18-year-old Kim Foster and Harvard degree 34-year-old Foster? What's the difference? You're in a whole relationship, you still throwing a temper tantrum. You're still waging jihad against black men. Right? You are still waging jihad against black men, and you're in a relationship. Shout out to that brother. Pretty much hearing Kim Foster say, and I'm glad Green Gorilla caught it too. Essentially saying, G's up, O's down. I ain't gonna say the whole word. O's down, G's up, O's down, but from a female angle. I don't care what type of relationship I am in. I don't care. It's black women first. Okay. Right? All right, y'all. Gets to insult black men in front of the world. So Ebony gets to do it. Kim Foster gets to do it. And y'all don't got nothing. Nobody's saying anything to this. Right? So y'all just gonna wait. It's gonna be a BLM situation all over again. Y'all just gonna wait until you can't. You have no choice but to be like, oh, all right, y'all. Yeah, they're caught too red-handed. We gotta say, okay, okay. Y'all got a point, right? Wow, right? And Kim Foster, like many of the black women like her, think they're better than working class black men. Don't put this on black men because y'all know white collar black men will marry a blue collar black woman. If she's attractive enough and she's cool, they would. And not think twice and dare somebody to say something about it. The Kim Fosters of the world want to, and this is why she speaks the way she do. Like I told y'all, it's about class for her. That's why she's defending her position and Ebony K. Williams' position. She'll come around the hood and sprinkle some crumbs for other black women and then booger off back to the white suburbs from which she came. Y'all gonna address these petite bourgeoisie black women throwing salt in the game at black men because of who didn't want them 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 years ago. Kim Foster told you she don't give a F. Translation: when it comes to black men, I don't give a F. I'm going to defecate on them every chance I get. I'm going to defecate on them every chance I get. Wow. Let me play that clip for y'all one more again, because it is truly fascinating to hear this, and then for the FDs of the world to essentially act like they don't hear women like this speaking like this, right? Y'all heard her. Let's listen to it again.
I am having a hard time with the idea that this conversation and the backlash is primarily about people's disdain for classism. Because I don't even think people really have an issue with classism. That's the thing. I don't think people generally have a problem with elitism, as long as they're not on the outside. You have a problem with a woman you think is too old, not pretty enough, too aggressive, saying, this is my boundary, this is my line, that's it. It is not about protecting working class black men. It is about punishing quote unquote uppity black women. And that's why I don't all of a sudden everybody want to be a champion of the working class. All right, sure. I am.
She feels like the black community is punishing uppity black women like her. She also says we have an issue with women. Notice she said ugly, because she thinks that the black community, black men, in mass, in majority maybe, think she's ugly. And so for a uppity, ugly black woman to have boundaries, the black community wants to punish them. Them is Kim Foster. And that's why she doesn't give a F. Translation: I'ma rub y'all face all in this Ebony K. Williams situation. Oh, I love it. I love that she said what she said, because I agree with her. Damn you, black men. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Kim Foster agreed with Yanni, agreed with Chrissy. Oh, what happened? What happened? These people are racist, bro. Oh yeah, Mr. Z is, you can't, no. Kim Foster is racist. She's an anti-black male racist. And she's hiding it under a very thin layer of classism and elitism. She despises your everyday black man. She despises black men. She's a white racist woman that likes to get piped down by black men. Well, we haven't seen that before. Y'all think let me FD, what conversation are you having with her that gives you the impression that the Kim Fosters of the world give a F about black men? Right? What conversations are, my question to the FD signifiers and the conscious lees and the foreign man in a foreign land and all, what conversations are you guys having with the Ebony K. Williams and the Kim Fosters that give y'all the impression that they even care about other black women for real, for real? let alone black men. This, like I said, how blatant does it have to get? How blatant does it have to get? Huh. This is black women sexism at its finest. This is elitism at its finest. This is classism at its finest. This is moral high ground at its finest, right? This is resentment at its finest. This is childhood rejection trauma at its finest. This is still holding on to certain tenets of patriarchy while trying to reconcile that with feminism at its finest. This is myth of white womanhood at its finest. Look at when she put on the white scent, the fake Valley Girl voice. When she started talking about boundaries, she couldn't hold back the inner white woman in her. Once she started talking boundaries, that inner white woman in her just right. She couldn't hold it no more. Her contempt for black men, particularly working class and blue. You know what? Let's just call a thing a thing. Kim Foster feels like you lowly loser blue collar less than six-figure black men. Y'all think y'all better than me? Why? Because I don't look a certain way. I'm not one of these high yellow, light-eyed, racially ambiguous, loose curl hair black women. Y'all think y'all better than me? I'm a Harvard grad. I'm accepted by white people. I graduated from the most premier Ivy League school on the planet. Y'all think y'all better than me? Yeah, I might be 5'2", 5'3". I'm bigger than you. I'm better than you. And every chance I get to rub your faces in it, I will. Every chance I get to, and I'll couch it a certain way. I'll speak about it in a certain way. And don't worry, the FD signifiers of the world will always back me and they'll pretend like they don't see it. Right? The teen noirs will back me and they'll pretend like they don't see it. And Juicy won't ever call me out for it. Right? I'll make just the slightest teeny tiny distinction without a difference between me and the overt swirlers and divestors. But nobody's going to call me out on it. Nobody of note. I'm better than y'all. Yeah, I couldn't get a black young man to bring me to prom. I had to go with the white dude, but I'm better than y'all. I'm better than you, black man. I'm better than you. And y'all just gotta own it. That's what the Kim Fosters of the world are. There's a reason why Mr. Z calls them the petite bourgeoisie of the black community. That's what they are. That's what they are. The Kim Fosters of the world are the petite bourgeoisie of the black community. They're the intercessor for white folks. They're the Negro whisperer for white folks. They're the whip that white folks use against the black community, specifically black men. Kim Foster is fashioning herself to be Oprah 2.0 with less talent, a less talented Oprah. A more blatant anti-black male Oprah. Even more blatant than Oprah. Resentful, angry, bitter, rageful, elitist, classist, a-hole black women. And the FD signifiers of the world are going to wait until white society drags out this information, just like BLM. They're going to wait for white society to turn over something and be like, oh, wait a minute. The Kim Fosters of the world, look at this and look at that. But until then, they don't have anything to say. They're just going to continue to chastise black men. Right? They're going to continue to, air quotes, give black men constructive criticism, heavy on the criticism part. And don't worry about the Kim Fosters. They're small fries. There's nothing to worry about there. She actually really does love black men. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. This is a sexist, racist, anti-black male misandrist. Kim Foster is well, it's not just her. There's a whole lot of faces of black male misandry. Right? And she enjoys rubbing black men's face in it. 40 this clip is 40 some odd seconds. And look at how she sounds. Right? And Detroit said, you're triggered. Mr. Z is. Mr. Z is. Because black women like Kim Foster get to run around in the black community and everybody call pleas for them. Yeah, Mr. What am I supposed to say? I'm not? Oh, yeah, Mr. Z is triggered. I never understood this. Oh, you're triggered. Yeah, I am. Okay. Oh, I'm getting you in your feelings. Okay. That's what you're doing, right? That's what you're trying to do. I won. We'll see. Right? We will see. Right? She gets to be a sexist a-hole and everyone just ignores it. Let's call a thing. Ignores it. Right? The issue with Ebony K. Williams and Kim Foster isn't income. It's not just income. Stop it. It's class. They think they're of a better class than the masses of black people. They must think that we're in a Latino country where you could class yourself out of your race. Right? You could buy your way out of your race. Because you see all these people in the comments, you see all these people, their pushback of Ebony K. Williams is, oh, well, I know so many blue-collar black men that make six figures. No, you don't get it. It's not just the money. It's the way the money presents. I've said this before. Yeah, the F-150, a nice F-150 and a 5 Series Beamer might cost the same. But they're not the same vehicle and they do not serve the same purpose. They want the 5 Series Beamer lifestyle. not the F-150 lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they're willing to throw black men under the bus for their white paymasters and for bitter black women who also, I'm better than the F-150 lifestyle. Forget just the money. I want to present like an elite white woman. And why shouldn't I? Stop trying to tell me and bring me down a size and bring me down a peg and tell me that no. You know, there's black men for you. Where? I want to present a certain way. Right? I want to present a certain way. Believe them when they say it. Right? And I gotta pause right here. Y'all speak amongst yourselves. Mr. Z will be right back. All right, and we're back. We're back. But yeah, so you know, there's no look. It was a 41-second clip. She said what she said. Ebony said what she said. Other other black women, not all. You could debate whether it's most or not. They backed her up. They backed up Ebony. They backed up. They backed up Kim Foster. And essentially, for working class black women that back up Kim Foster and Ebony K. Williams, understand their real argument is that I'm a black woman, so I'm of a higher class than you black men. Meet the standard. Translation: because I'm a black woman, I beat you by leagues and bounds. Just off of that alone. I don't have to be academically accomplished. I don't have to make any real money. That's your job as a black man. Me, black woman, equals anything you will ever do in your life. You could cure cancer. I was born a black woman. We're equal. Actually, I'm still better than you. Actually, yeah, I'm still better than you. Right? You could be the second coming of Jesus Christ. I'm a black woman. I'm still better than you. The working class black women that the Ebony K. Williams and the Kim Fosters think they're better than them also, the reason why they align with Kim Foster and Ebony K. Williams, first of all, obviously, because they love the gender war. They love seeing black men brought down a few pegs, but also because they truly believe that they're better than black men. I'm a black woman. I'm better than you. I came out the womb XX chromosome. I'm better than you. You're XY. You're defective. You're not a black woman or a white man. I mean, what can you possibly contribute to the world? My existence and all your hard work, you could pay for me being in your presence by doing all of that hard work over there. Become a six-figure dude so you could pay for me to be in your presence. Right? So now y'all know. So I was almost certain she wasn't gonna let this go. Right? I was almost certain that Kim Foster wasn't gonna let this situation go without having something to say about it, and she did. Right? And she clearly agreed with Ebony K. Williams. And we knew that was going to be the situation, right? So once again, Ebony, excuse me, Kim Foster says, I don't give a F. And the question then is, FD signifier, this is the black woman you said you share an ideological tint with, right? Right? And to the conservative brethren, like I said, stop calling this black woman liberal or progressive. Not concerning you, she's not. Not concerning black men, she's not. She just pulled a Ben Shapiro or Jordan Peterson when it came to black men. She just essentially mocked black men and people that defend black men, right? And called us social justice warriors. We don't really care about class. We just want to see black women like her be brought down a peg and punish black women like her. Y'all heard right. Y'all heard right. And Lion says, and thank you for the super chat line. Lion says, on women wanting patriarchy and feminism at the same time, you were right. You see it when women react harshly to 50-50 relationships, bruh. Every the internet will expose us all. The internet, when I said the internet will expose us all, that's not something that I stole from anybody else or I'm remixing. No, it's clear. People want attention, particularly women. Oh my God, specifically women, right? And you give them long enough and they're going to tell you really what they're on, right? And they're going to expose themselves on the interweb. And especially the internet gives you this sense of anonymity, especially if you're like a Chrissy and you cover your face and no one knows who you are, right? If you're a Paris and you have maybe 1,000, 15, 1,200 people cheering you on, other black women cheering you on and sound more and more snarky, more and more mean, more and more sexist, more and more anti-black male, you're going to expose yourself, right? If you're a Kim Foster, eventually you're going to expose yourself. You're essentially going to tell us in so many words, yeah, my biggest issue is that I'm not perceived as the elite white woman I am at heart, right? So Kim Foster said what she said, she meant it. I don't give a F. This is not about protecting blue collar black men. This is about punishing black women like her. These are her words, right? Black women like her. Black women that draw their boundaries, and the black community thinks they're too old, they're too ugly, they're too aggressive. And to the Kim Fosters of the world, I say date out. Kim Foster, you attended Harvard. You know how this goes. You know how it actually looks. Kim Foster will never tell the black women on her channel the truth about what's really. My cousin attended Harvard. I know people that attended and graduated Harvard. We know what's really going. We know what it is. I know multiple Ivy Leaguers, black people that went to Ivy Leagues, that graduated from Ivy Leagues. Y'all want to have a real conversation? Date out, then, Kim. Oh, well, you're in a relationship. Tell your subscribers to date out, Kim. Because the black community and black men specifically are so mean. We're always trying to punish black women like you, right? That's your words. Punish. This is not about protecting black blue collar men, blue collar black men. No, this is about punishing black women like you. Well, then date out. That way you won't have to worry about being punished by black men and black women that support these type of black men. Right? Then date out. You know? And Big Kev says, and thank you for the super chat. Big Kev says, most people preaching the save the community narrative spent their 20s and 30s in the streets pedestalizing women and or chasing white validation. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And when we hear Kim Foster speak about boundaries, Big Kev, she puts on her fake Valley Girl voice. She puts on the white scent. She's speaking like normal ass Kim Foster until she gets to the boundaries part of the conversation. Once again, I'm on this side of the fence, and you Negroes, I really want to say it with the hard ER. Let's be very clear. You Negroes are on that side of the fence. Boundaries. Her inner elitist white woman, Big Kev, look at her. Let's play that clip one more again. Let's play that clip one more again. Right? Because she meant what she said. And before the FD start copping pleas for her, okay, fine. Said it was the smug look on her face when she said it. Then she doubled down. Don't forget that she doubled down. Then she tripled down, defecating on black men the whole time. So let's hear Kim Foster speak about this, right? And here we go.
I am having a hard time with the idea that this conversation and the backlash is primarily about people's disdain for classism. Because I don't even think people really have an issue with classism. That's the thing. I don't think people generally have a problem with elitism, as long as they're not on the outside. Have a problem with a woman you think is too old, not pretty enough, too aggressive, saying, this is my boundary, this is my line, that's it. It is not about protecting working class black men. It is about punishing, quote unquote, uppity black women. And that's why I don't all of a sudden everybody want to be a champion of the working class. All right, sure. I am.
Mm-hmm. That don't sound like Ben Shapiro speaking about social justice warriors. That definitely doesn't sound like Jordan Peterson speaking about social justice warriors and how they're just jealous that they're the losers. Huh? Kim Foster said what she said, and she said it how she meant it. Kim Foster said what she said, and she said it how she meant it. I'm better than these black men. Now, I might want to be loved on by an individual black man. Nothing wrong with that. Kudos. But I'm better than these black men. Kim Foster said what she said. She meant it. Ebony K. Williams said what she said. She meant it. Yanni says what she says. She means it. Chrissy says what she says. She means it. They mean it. Dear FD signifier and consciously and all the rest of you. Fab socialism over here trying to cut please for the divestors and swirlers. All this anti-capitalist talk. All this anti-elitism, anti-classism talk. And Kim Foster just came and just defecated right in the middle of the table in front of everybody. Now what y'all gonna do about it? Y'all just started shoveling it off Ebony K. Williams' poop, and Kim Foster came and just laid a fresh couple of turds right there on the table for y'all. Now what y'all gonna do about it? Not a damn thing. Like you said, FD, we trying so hard for dudes like you to go at the black women, to go at black women, and then the whatever young lady that was in your comments backed you up on that because she's gonna handle the Kim Fosters, right, to be anti-patriarchy. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Huh. So on that note, from this point on, y'all know where Kim Foster stands. Really not on the left, not concerning black men. Insults and mocks black men every chance she gets. Rubs black men face in it every chance she gets, and rubs other black women face in it every chance she gets that aligns with black men like that. Right? And Detroit says, have you seen TED 2010? No, I haven't. No, I haven't. Okay, so that's something for me to check out. Okay, I will. Right. So from now on, y'all know where Kim Foster stands. If y'all didn't know already, we already knew. Right? This is what black petite bourgeoisie looks like. It's not just about poor Negroes, FD signifier. As he said on his video, speaking about Ebony K. Williams. No, it's not just about the money, it's class. And y'all had to know this was gonna happen eventually. Right? No, 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 I haven't seen it. Yeah. I'm talking about the movie Ted 2010 with Mark Wahlberg and the talking teddy bear. No, no, no. Yeah, Trell was saying Ted, Mark Wahlberg movie about the talking teddy bear. No, I haven't seen it yet. I know what movie y'all are talking about, but I haven't seen it. Right? So now that we've established that Kim Foster thinks she's better than black men in general, right? Now what y'all gonna do about it? What are y'all gonna do about it? I'm not talking to us. I'm talking to the FD signifiers of the world. See, y'all think it's just a little gender war thing. Y'all have no idea how deep the resentment coming from the Kim Fosters of the world, how deep it goes. You have white society elevating them academically. You have the Goldman Sachs of the world giving $10 billion to them. You have white society telling them they're the backbone of the Democratic Party. You have mothers and fathers all across the country telling them, you know, you don't need no man, go to school, get your education, make sure you're self-reliant. You have all of this being drilled into them day after day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. And then you wonder how you get the Kim Fosters, the Cynthia G's, the Chrissies. You wonder how you get the Ebony K. Williams. Ebony K. Williams told you straight out. Her mom said, we don't sustain black men in this house. Her mom was single. Ebony K. Williams is single. And she didn't even get the irony in what she was saying. She told a lady, she looked the other lady in the face in the conversation and said, if I'm going to be paying 50-50, then I might as well be in a relationship with you. Meanwhile, black women have the highest same-sex loving rate in America. Y'all wonder why? I told y'all the internet will expose us all clearly. Dr. Umar talking to Cynthia G says essentially like you have some, essentially he was trying to say you have some mental issues. And she's like, well, we're not here to talk about that. You have some serious hard daddy issues. And yes, Trell, it is the Miss Anne syndrome metastasized. The myth of white womanhood. FD signifier don't know how to deal with that. Consciously don't know how to deal with that. Foreign man in a foreign land don't know how to deal with that. Let's throw them a bone and say it's not most. A sizable chunk of black women, especially aspirational black women, biggest issue being that they're not white women. Not in phenotype, although for some, but not in phenotype, but in the way the world treats them. The way they think black men treat the way they think black women treat white women and think about white women, which more and more online data is saying, yeah, nope, black men do not see white women the way everybody else see white women. Right? The myth of white womanhood. The fact that a sizable number of black women really want to be upper middle class, rich, or wealthy white women. Just chocolate dip, or copper tone, or light skinned black women, or racially ambiguous black women, whatever their phenotype actually is. But they want to be treated like they're upper middle class, rich, or elite white women. And until y'all grapple with the fact that black women are the petite bourgeoisie of the black community, particularly black women like Kim Foster, and those black women have contempt for the black community, particularly black men, even more particularly blue collar black men, we ain't moving 1 inch. It's impossible. Y'all still haven't really addressed BLM and that debacle, let alone the Kim Fosters of the black community. Y'all don't even know how to address the BLMs using the death of black men the blood, the lives, the memories of black men, BLM, to advance LGBTQ black women in the way they feel and think about the world. Let alone the Kim Fosters, who biggest gripe with black men is that black men haven't made them elite white women. Y'all don't know how to address this, and admit that you don't, and then move to the side. These are our academics. FD Signifier was in a PhD program. He dropped out. Khadijah, these are, yeah, they don't have PhDs, but these are like educated people. Kim Foster graduated from Harvard. I know at one point I was telling y'all I think she's a Harvard dropout. No, she graduated from Harvard. And by the way, thank you for the correction from Obsidian. She graduated from Harvard. And look at y'all. Black elitist a-hole women get to run amok, and y'all don't know what to do with that. Y'all will go at Jay-Z and the way he's moving in capitalism. Y'all will go at Diddy. Y'all will do that ad nauseum. And if they're extra blatant like Candace Owens, y'all will go at them. But the Kim Fosters, no. Yanni doing numbers, y'all don't got nothing to say. Chrissy doing numbers, y'all don't have anything to say. So if y'all not talking about them, y'all definitely ain't gonna talk about Kim Foster, who's supposed to be, under the tent, under the ideological tent with FD Signifier and them. So on that note, we'll end out right here, and we'll play this clip one more time. One more time for good measure. I know some of y'all ears about to bleed. Y'all can't listen to her one more time, but I'm gonna play it one more time, right? Because the sexism, the classism, the elitism, the myth of white womanhood, all of it pours out in less than a minute, less than 50 seconds. And I agree with this, Big Kev. And Big Kev says, like I said before, Z, they caught pleas for these women because they helped create them. Yes, right? Like FD Signifier was saying to us on my channel, right? We got to tone police ourselves. For who? The Kim Fosters? Get out of here. We got to tone police ourselves for the Kim Fosters of the world. Hell no. F no. Not no. Not hell no, but F no. And I'm not saying the whole word because I've gone pretty well without using profanity today. Well, at least on my streams, that is. Right? So let's play this one more again.
I am having a hard time with the idea that this conversation and the backlash is primarily about people's disdain for classism, because I don't even think people really have an issue with classism. That's the thing. I don't think people generally have a problem with elitism, as long as they're not on the outside. You have a problem with a woman you think is too old, not pretty enough, too aggressive, saying, this is my boundary, this is my line, that's it. It is not about protecting working class black men. It is about punishing, quote unquote, uppity black women. And that's why I don't all of a sudden everybody want to be a champion of the working class. All right, sure. I am.
And something I didn't say before, let's end out on this note. A couple weeks ago, I told y'all to talk to y'all sisters and see how jealous some of your actual sisters are in feeling that mom babied you and they had to grow up fast and they had to take on responsibilities, etc., etc. Mom and dad babied you. Does it not sound like Kim Foster speaking to that? It's about punishing uppity black women. It's not about protecting blue collar black men. All of a sudden we care about class. Yeah, right. It's about punishing uppity black women like her, is what Kim Foster is saying. Right? So, on that note, on a sexist, classist, elitist, a-hole note, we'll truly pause right here. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the thank you button for the replay squad. Go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. I know Art New Style is on right now, right? So let me hurry up and move out of his way. I think this clip is actually maybe a couple weeks old, but I just looked up her. Yeah, I'll be typing up these people names sometimes, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, she covered it. In less than 50 seconds. Look at all that we were able to glean in a 50-second clip. Kim Foster trolling black men because of who didn't want her when she was 16 and 17 and 18 years old, and who she felt like she was forced to go to prom with a white dude. And that's what she was saying to us, Big Kev. They only have a problem with classism if it's used against them. And that's exactly right. That's exactly what Kim Foster was saying. That black men only have a problem, and the black community only has a problem with classism when you're the one on the outs. And in this case, because the masses of black men are on the outs, but Kim Foster, who told you you were elite? Oh, god damn, Mr. Z. Kim Foster. That's why I told you your class is black. Who told you you were elite? Oh, why? Because you graduated from Harvard? Kim, the whole reason you're throwing temper tantrums, even though you're in a relationship, is because you're not. You grew up upper middle class. You attended Harvard. You graduated from Harvard. You're making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. You're still not elite. And it really chaps your rear end. You know what really grinds my gears? It really grinds your gears. It really grinds your gears that this world views you as essentially an elite white woman, but chocolate dipped, the same way they view Pookie down the street. You're incensed by it, even though you can articulate the reasons why and you understand race in America. It still drives you insane because you did everything to distance yourself from those lowly Negroes in the hood, particularly the black men. You're enraged that women like you were told what makes you better than a bus driver, because you spent every waking moment of your life attempting to distance yourself from those lowly Negroes. And the same white society that you've been trying to endear yourself to is essentially telling you, yeah, what's the difference between you and them niggas? Oh, the hurt, the burn. Y'all don't understand class in America, in the black community. Didn't you say that? We don't understand it? No, Kim. Your issue is that the white folks treat black people like it's flat blackness over here. That means you and Pookie down the street are essentially the same because you're black, and it chaps your butt. Because that fake Valley Girl accent you put on, the fake the fake vocal fry you put on doesn't mean anything. That Harvard degree doesn't mean anything in America. Go ask Henry Louis Gates. Go ask him. It may not even mean anything overseas outside of America. Go ask Oprah. Huh. So the 5'2", 5'3" troll has spoken on the Ebony K. Williams situation, and we have responded. And on that note, everyone, we'll end out right here. Right? Love, peace, and chicken grease. Right? We'll pause right here. Truly, y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content. As I said before, other non-Manosphere content. For the love of God, I think Art New Style is streaming right now, so y'all go check that brother out. And Mr. Z will truly pause right here. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Right? And yeah, like I said, if this doesn't work for you, um, Miss Kim Foster, the relationship you're in right now with the brother shout out to that brother. If it doesn't work, just date out. Just date out. Go end up with your white dude and go have, your mixed children. Now you'll finally have children. You'll be open to it, and just go move in the suburbs and live your great life as close to the elite white women that you worship as humanly possible. Now you're as close as you're gonna get to that lifestyle. If you end up with the white dude, and just go, right? And on that note, I'm gonna close out truly, and y'all have a great rest of your night. Mr. Z out.